All right, so after a couple of graveyard shifts, I'm out here working on the winch mount for the tilt bed trailer again. So I got some stitch welds up on top here. I got the tire bars in the way. Got the sides welded, and then down underneath here I've got a series of stitch welds, and some of these just look like crap. Turns out I can't weld left-handed, who knew? But right now I've got the paint ground down in 3 spots, and we're gonna make up some gussets to put in here. That way, just as extra precaution in case the winch starts pulling if one of these welds breaks. Just to add some support to it. So what I'm going to use is a piece of 1.5" angle iron. It's 3/16 thick, and we got the sections measured out at 2 3/4. So we're going to need 3 pieces. This will become something else later on for who knows what. But we'll get this cut up and start cleaning it up a little bit to get a good weld on it and get them on the trailer. So here we go. All right, so this is what we ended up with. So these are going to come over here, and we're going to put them up something like that, most likely like that. So there, or there, there. We only need 3, so where the paint's ground down is where we're going to put them, and make that nice so it's strong. And for whatever reason, if the winch starts pulling this up, it's going to have to pull against this too. So we don't want this doing one of these deals. All right, so we got those welded in. I'm still figuring out how to weld, but I'm getting better at it. There's just a couple times where it gets stuck, and then it turns into that right there. But that comes with learning, getting your settings right, your movements right. So, but it's coming along. It's, what's the saying? A grinder makes you the welder you ain't. So we got this bracket fabbed up. We're gonna let that cool, and then probably get some paint on it. And we're going to put the, I got the winch mounted to the mounting plate, and then we're going to center it across the C-channel in the square tube, bolt through the deck, probably put a plate on the bottom and drill through here, because I'll be able to reach the nuts inside through there. So stay tuned and we'll get this going. All right, guys, so in the process of getting this put together and mocking it up, I realized that these holes are not big enough for the hardware that I got. So I'm using 1/2" grade 8, and these are just one size smaller than what I need. And I had already mounted this up and had it ready to go before I set this down. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I'm going to take this off, take the winch off this plate. I'm going to drill these out with a 1/2" bit on the drill press, and go set this out on the trailer, mark these holes where I'm going to mount it to the trailer, and then I'm going to use that big boy right there, the good old 1/2". So you know, get things going. And But anyway, we're going to get this all taken care of. I had a misstep. I got ahead of myself and was in a hurry. Super excited about this project and getting it going. So we're going to get this dismounted. By the way, this is a Harbor Freight winch and Fairlead. I got a complete kit years ago. Never done anything with it. But I got this universal plate from Tractor Supply. And the winch mounts to it. But on this end, because I'm using a 12,000 pound winch, an older model of the Harbor Freight stuff, this is a little wider and it's in the way of these, so I'm going to have to waller these out just a skosh to get the bolts in, so it'll all mount up, and then we'll be back. Alright, sorry about that. I had to get the camera set up and get some safety glasses. And we'll check it out. I think that's going to work out just dandy. All right, we got those drilled out. These do fit now. A little snug, but it'll do. So now I'm gonna take this out to the trailer and get this lined up where I want it, and then I'm gonna mark these holes out on the trailer where we're gonna drill to mount the winch, and then we'll put the winch back on this and get this plate mounted on there. So we'll be back shortly. Stick around. All right, so I had made this for something else that ended up not working out. But part of the plate for this is going to go through the wood deck. And so I'm going to use this. I'm going to cut it in half and use one on each side. Because we'll have one that goes here and one that goes here. And what we'll do is put that up underneath, use some fender washers. And the hardware is grade 8, and I'm using zinc coated, so it should last a fair amount of time. But we'll do that, get that in there, and it'll help spread the load out a little bit. And, you know, keep from busting the wood up when the winch starts pulling. This is a trial and error process. We will get it situated one way or another. But it's coming along, making progress. It's taking me a bit of time. Just my level of skills, like I'm teaching myself how to do this stuff, plus working a rotating random schedule. So it takes me a little while to get some of these things fabbed up and done, but a lot of it also has to do with I'm learning how to do it as I'm doing it. So there's nobody teaching me, nobody's showing me what's right, what's wrong, or a better way to do it currently. So for the time being, I'm just screwing around and finding out, and so far things are working out pretty good. So we'll get this cut up and we'll start getting it mounted up. Alright, I'm back, guys. It's taken me a while to get some things figured out. I've had to come up with an idea because I don't have enough of these to stack up and still be able to put washers where I need to. And the way the plate sits, it's kind of doing that. So I did the next best thing. Instead of going to the store and burning fuel and spending money, I got bar stock, so, and a bandsaw. So take these and they'll fit under here. The bolt will go through, and then I can shim that up with the washers that I do have. And then we can kind of see how it works. And I mean, I could pull it off and weld a steel plate to this C channel that's down here, down to this. But I kind of want to see how this is going to work just the way it is and go from there. And actually, it might work out good because this is a tilt deck trailer. It's actually tilted up right now so I can get underneath. That way it kind of keeps the deal going this way and it's straight instead of coming straight out and then going down like that. It probably doesn't make a big difference, but we're gonna see how it works out. And if it doesn't work, if it's too much strain or digs in, we can reconvene and figure something new out. But it's a part of fabrication, is what they tell me anyway. It takes a lot of figuring out, especially when you don't know what you don't know. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to film wiring up the winch. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. If you got a winch, you got your instructions in there. If you bought it new, what have you. I'm sure there's plenty of YouTube channels that show you how to wire up the winch. But that's going to be it for this project here, and we'll see what's on the next. Have a good one. Oh, there we are. The finished product. Got it all installed. I think it looks pretty good. I guess the real test is, will it stay together? That's the $100 question. So that's it. That is it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And if you got any comments, drop those down below. Thanks.